morning, it's Mondays with Marthie. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I have three things that I want to touch on today. The first thing is eye contact, and then the 16 days of activism, and the third thing is how to solve the unemployment in South Africa. So eye contact is the first thing I want to talk about. I have this book that I'm following. It's the Golden Handshake, 90 Seconds to Convince Them. And the one thing I really found valuable in the book is eye contact. It's a very simple thing, but it's very important because it's magic when you connect with somebody through eye contact. It's a way of telling them that you're in that moment and giving them your attention. And I actually tried it last week. So what they say you should do is to see what color is their eyes. So you'll see I have a little bit of red today in my eye. But it is magic because people react to that and then they respond positively usually, or you can read the emotions through their eyes. So it's a very important thing, eye contact. And the second thing I wanted to talk about is 16 days of activism. Last week we did three schools in Stellenbosch, primary schools, and I taught them a rhyme. I'm actually busy making it into a song because I can't remember rhymes. So I paint my finger, it should actually be orange. I paint my finger, I point at you, I will protect you, that's what I'll do. I'll break the silence, you can count me in, because I'm a hero and it's a hero thing. And the kids really caught the action fast. You can see them because they copycat your moves. And that's also a thing that you must remember. People listen 7%, 13% they listen and how you say it and your tone of voice, and 80% they listen with their eyes. So if I do this, you must know what I am trying to tell you. Okay, count me in, and then sometimes I can't even remember the moves myself, but we'll fix that. It's a practice makes perfect. And the last thing is I read a review or a big document, 108 pages. It took me the whole Sunday on how to solve the unemployment in South Africa. I mean, I guess a lot of people struggle with it. There's a lot of people that's not making the money to sustain their living. And the problem we have in South Africa is multiple layered. I'd rather focus on the solutions because we can talk a lot about problems. And the solutions are that we need to invest time into the long-term solutions. So the long-term solutions is to focus on math, science and reading skills, because from 15 to 35-year-olds we have people that are falling out of high school, not finishing grade 12, first problem. And then when they do actually finish grade 12 and go to university, they're not able to finish that education successfully. So they have 1 out of 4 completing the attempt of tertiary education, which is totally very expensive. And so in other words, they're not prepared well enough. So my focus is to make science cool and mathematics cool and reading cool. So I have the book Ninja we're already working on for holiday camps. And then I've just branded Akon as the mathematics guy and Given as the science guy, Given Science. So you'll hear a lot about that in the future, I'm hoping. And also starting to focus on manufacturing instead of services industries, because manufacturing creates a lot more work faster. So for me, that means in the 10 towns of Stellenbosch, we should focus on what industries we're going to support to manufacture something, so that we can get the parents working, earning money, the kids studying math, science and languages, and then in the interim, the young adults and working class, so that they can upgrade their skills, so that they can actually go finish their degrees and teach them skills that makes them more employable. Like I'm busy with Drive to teach the musicians how to get their driver's license so they can get where they need to go. And the last thing is to get people to finish their grade 12. So it's a big project. We'll see how far we get. But if you get enough people excited about it and part of the dream, I believe we can do it. So I contact Activism, 16 Days Against Activism, against violence against women and children, and unemployment. Math, science, and reading, make it cool. We're going to have it bubbling in colors of the rainbow, and hopefully in the future we can say we did it. Thank you. Enjoy your Monday.